One story tonight, but it is an important one. We get our first look at Tesla's version 9 software. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 444 for September 5th, 2018. This episode's only story comes to us from Jason Hughes at WK057 on Twitter. Jason's pretty well known for constantly tinkering around in the cars and finding juicy things, and today is no exception. While he didn't find this one, it's still juicy nonetheless. No, Jason's post comes from obtaining access to a car running the version 9 software that Elon said would be rolling out in roughly 4 weeks. Almost exactly 4 weeks ago now, which makes Jason's comment about the state of the software the first thing we're touching on here. Quote, I was told V9 is still very much in development with more features coming, end quote. While there seems to be much already there, it looks like they're not done with it. It's entirely possible that in true Tesla form, they'll release it with what they have shortly, and then add in new features as further updates become available. Jason says as much himself, noting, quote, this jump reminds me a bit of the jump from 7.x to 8.0, where 8.0 was 90% UI changes. Then 8.1 actually added some features. My guess is the 9.x rollout will be similar, end quote. So, speaking of new features, here's what Jason found coming to us. The most noticeable change for Model S and Model X owners is that the center screen interface has been overhauled to mimic Model 3's interface. This will certainly be a polarizing decision, as one of the very first things you'll notice is that the screen no longer supports multiple simultaneous apps, i.e., you can't have the internet browser open on top and the media player open on the bottom. Nav is always on screen, and opening an app pops it up over the map. Full access to all apps is no longer available at the touch of a menu button at the top of the screen. You now have to access a sort of app drawer to be able to see all available apps. Only the media player is available at all times. And just like Model 3, the Media Center can now also be accessed via a mini player, as well as by pulling the full app open. Over on the binnacle, not much has changed, though the view of your car shows a bit more of a pull-back view, which was a feature request, I believe, from the past on the Twitterverse. Now, down to more of the features. First up is a drive-on nav feature situated under the option to enable Autopilot. It's not immediately clear as to what this feature is. On its face to me, it's the option to use HD maps to inform Autopilot, a potential first step toward raising the autonomy class of the car. Another new feature that users have been clamoring for a long time is the ability to input waypoints into the nav system. Definitely a sorely missed feature as long as Tesla has been a company. So glad to have it, as it makes the nav system much more useful. Rounding things out, Jason confirmed the Easter eggs are in the software, but does note one conspicuous omission, and that's the dash cam functionality that Elon promised way back in early June that would come with version 8.3 of the software. Seeing as we're looking at version 9 here, I'd have expected to see it in there. Lastly, on the omission front, it appears that the Keep Climate On feature, one of my more commonly used features, and apparently one of Jason's as well, is also missing. This was found in response to @Mateo_El Guapo asking if Jason found the camper mode mentioned by Elon at the end of July. Sadly, neither feature seems available. That's it for Jason's tweet stream. Check out the base post at the link in the show description, and check out the accompanying pictures too, as well as seeing other folks interacting with him about what he found or didn't. Also, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Thanks to our super patrons out there supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are John Waltower, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Kundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Blake Thompson, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T-Sportline, Michael Pastroni, and Travis and Cheyenne Rush. If you're looking to purchase a Model S, Model X, or Model 3 Performance, you can enjoy free supercharging for the life of the vehicle and hook me up with some Tesla swag if you use the referral link ts.la/Jim50888 to purchase the vehicle. That's ts.la/JIM50888 to purchase the vehicle. If you can't support with dollars, feel free to leave a positive review for the show instead. If you have feedback for me, as always, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. As again, we discussed last week and on Monday, the show schedule is now Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I will see you back here again on Friday. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.